Always tracking, always alerting. Here's your Storm Track 15 weather.
All right, welcome back. So apparently we can see some pretty cold temperatures later today after a cold front moved through this morning. Let's get the latest from Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier. Adam, how cold are we talking? You know I have a very low cold tolerance.
Well, Taylor, we are going to be seeing some very chilly air. I don't want to give it away too much yet because I want you to watch my forecast here, but we are going to be watching for a big change as we head later on into the day. Now, you're not going to notice a huge change if you walk outside this morning. This is not a front that has that drastic temperature drop behind it. In fact, the cold air is lingering. It's still up toward Shreveport, so it's got to get down a little ways before we see any effects from that. But one thing that we are seeing, some drier air working in behind this front, though there's still some low clouds out there across downtown Lafayette. Temperature of 66 right now, and that cloud cover is going to be with us here through much of the morning time. In fact, the next 3 hours, I'm expecting that cloud cover to kind of stick around here and hold tough. Notice, though, our temperatures do drop off towards 8 o'clock into the lower 60s, but they're not going to stay there. In fact, we're actually going to see a resurgence of those temperatures the later in the day we go. Now, this Futurecast model that I'm showing you here typically does play a few degrees cooler than what's actually going to happen. So I think we're going to be in the 60s, not too many 50s out there here through the morning time. But notice that cloud deck starts to work its way southward here down to the coast by 9 o'clock. And look what starts to happen with our temperatures. By midday, we're back into the low to mid 60s, and we'll climb up a few more degrees towards there, and maybe even into the upper 60s later on this afternoon, especially down closer to the coast here. I think we should stay in the upper 60s. No 70s really, unless maybe down towards Morgan City, but lots of sunlight out there later on this afternoon. But here's that big change. Tonight, that colder air files in, and we're talking 30s widespread across the northern section of Acadiana. Now, usually when you see these 30s, you think frost, but the winds should stay up tonight. However, if they lessen, I think we're going to see some patchy frost here in places north of I-10, so I'd go ahead and just protect those plants, the tender vegetation, the pets, and the people tonight. Lower 40s south of I-10 generally, though some spots of those upper 30s. And then tomorrow, we're looking at mid-60s. Lots of sunlight out there, a cool breeze, but our winds shift around out of the east and then eventually the southeast later on in the day. Now for your Thanksgiving, jumping ahead, had a little bit of a change in the forecast. Some showers really roll through here between midday and I would say 6 to 8 p.m. That's going to be the time frame that we're looking for any rain, but the good news is maybe not as widespread as we were thinking, but it is going to be a warm Thanksgiving, not a cold one. We're talking mid-70s for highs there on your Thanksgiving day. After this chilly start to the week, we warm back up, but then for the weekend, another bit of some chillier air rolls its way on through. So the ups and downs continue in your forecast, but at least for now, if you got any travel plans for the next 3 days around the region, it should be fine with just a little chill in the air.
I'm sorry, little chill? 37, Adam, 37.
Well, that's north of I-10, Taylor.
I'm
where
just
you live,
saying.
40s.
Pourville,
so
Platte, and Opelousas, they're going to be frozen.
they're used to it. They're used to it.
They are going to be frozen. Bundle up, guys, if you are watching. All right, Adam, thank you. We'll check.